In this video we're going to see how to find the area of a circle. The formula for the area of a circle is A equals pi r squared. And we've seen pi before when we found the circumference. It's a number roughly about 3.14. But this time, instead of multiplying it by the diameter, we're multiplying it by r squared. And we need to be careful that it's only r that we square. A equals pi r squared. Let's see a couple of examples of it. So in this example, we're asked to find the area of this circle. Now, you need to be careful. What do we know about this circle? Well, you can see that from the center to the edge, the circumference is 8 centimeters. So I know the radius is 8. So I write down my formula, A equals pi r squared. And then we fill it in. A is equal to pi times 8 squared. The radius is 8. Now in your calculator, when you press equals to that, it may well come up as 64 pi. That's 8 squared times pi. But then, when you press the S to D button on your calculator, the answer will come up as a decimal. And you'll see it comes up to 5 or 6 decimal places. In this case, we're asked to give the final answer to 3 significant figures. So I want to round it to 3 significant figures. It's 201. I also need to make sure that I put the right units here. Because we're talking area, it's centimeters squared. And then just a wee bracket with 3SF to say it's 3 significant figures. This next example is very similar but has one distinct difference. And you'll notice, because we're given this time, the diameter across the circle is 6 millimeters. That whole way across the circle through the center is 6 millimeters. But our formula, A equals pi r squared, doesn't involve the diameter. So the first thing we do, let's write down D as 6 millimeters. And if the diameter is 6 millimeters, then we know that the radius is half that. The radius is 3 millimeters. And once we've worked out what the radius is, then we can use our formula for area. A is equal to pi r squared. So we write down our formula and we fill it in. A is equal to pi times 3 squared. Again, be careful, it's only the 3, it's only the radius that's being squared. When you put that into your calculator, a lot of the calculators will come up with A equals 9 pi. That's 3 squared times pi. Again, to turn that into decimal, press your S to D button, and we should get our answer. And in this case, we're asked to round it to 3 significant figures. So 28.3. And lastly, just be careful with our units. We were measuring lengths in millimeters, so our area will be in millimeters squared. So now here's some for you to try. Can you find the area of this clock face and radar screen? You'll have to start by writing down the formula A is equal to pi r squared and then work your way through. Be careful, are you given the radius or the diameter in each case? Just pause the video, and when you want to find out the answers, restart it again. So how did you get on? Well, I hope. The next in this series of videos on circles will be on finding the perimeter of shapes that have parts of circles in them.